Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Division video. And in today's video, I thought we would take a look at the Striker's Battlegear armor set. I did a video on the Sentry's Cool armor set a little while back, showing you guys the bonuses and the signature talent in action. And I figured I would now do the same for the Striker set because this is the set that I've been using the most myself. 269, who is our designated marksman, uses the Sentry's Cool set, while I am typically our combat assault tank kind of player, so the Striker's gear is the one that I've been going after. Plus, it is the one that I like the look of the most because you've got this kind of cool white and black paint job. It's not necessarily the best one, but it is the one that I've been using right now. So I figured we'd take a look at the bonuses, the talents, and show you guys exactly what this set can do. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below and let me know what you think of it, and also what set you're using yourself. So to begin with, if we take a look at the armor piece, again, as with all these gear sets, you need a total of 4 pieces to unlock all of the bonuses and the unique talent. But of course, they do come in tiers, so you can still have 2 and 3 pieces to get some bonuses. So if we jump over and take a look at the chest, for example, as you can see, I can scroll down, and of course, this does have the usual attributes as well. So I've got things like plus health, exotic damage resilience, armor, ammo capacity, etc. But if we scroll down, you of course have the list. So you can see here that 4 of the 6 pieces are lit up. There is of course no need to have all 6 pieces because you don't actually gain any additional bonuses. You do of course get the complete set. So for fashion purposes, if you do want to wear it all together, that is completely fine. But beyond 4, there's no need to actually wear any more pieces of the same set. So if we scroll down further, you can now see that by having 2 pieces equipped, I get plus 20 enemy armor damage. Now this is comparable to, say, the destructive perk, only the difference with this is that this is on the armor and not on your weapon. Now destructive, for any of you guys wondering, is a top tier weapon talent, and that basically gives you an increased armor destruction value when fighting enemies. But of course, as mentioned, that is weapon specific, whereas this applies to your armor, meaning it applies to all weapons. So it is pretty nice, especially for use in the incursions, because of course you're fighting high level enemies. If you're in challenge mode, you're fighting level 32 enemies with a lot of armor, a lot of health, so it definitely helps burn through it. Moving down from there, if you have 3 pieces equipped, you get plus 50% critical hit damage. Now pre-launch, the actual image they released for this actually stated that this was supposed to have plus 100% critical hit damage, but the confusion was with the Nomad set because the Nomad set was listed as having plus 50% scavenging, but of course if you look at both of them, they've actually swapped. This gets plus 50% critical hit damage, and the Nomad set gets plus 100% scavenging. Either way, it's still really useful, especially if you use something like an SMG, which has a natural critical hit chance bonus, so of course you pair that together, and you're doing more damage on your crits. So again, a really nice talent provided you're getting the crits. If you do happen to have, say, a weapon that isn't getting crits that often, and maybe you don't have crit chance on your weapons or your armor and you're not really seeing them that often, then of course this bonus will likely not see that many uses, but provided you have the correct setup, then this can be useful. Then moving down to the talent, Shooter. This is unlocked if you have 4 pieces equipped. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%. Missing shots drops the bonus by 2%, and the bonus is reduced by 1% every second. So, what that effectively means is if you're stacking shots, the more you're shooting, the more damage you are doing. But if you miss shots or you don't fire for a while, then of course that bonus does go down. So if we take a look at that in action, you can see right now, on my first wave vector, I have approximately 176,000 primary DPS. And if we then start shooting this target here, you can see at the bottom of the screen, the Striker talent shows up, and the more that I shoot, the more the bar fills up. As you can see, it's about halfway now, and if I continue shooting, it will eventually reach the 100% max point. And once it does that, if I then open up my inventory, take a look at my stats, you can see that right now my DPS is about 350k. It is of course dropping rapidly because this is one of the conditions of the talent. Of course, if I'm not shooting for a while, that damage bonus does continue to decrease, and similarly, if I then step out of here for a second and I start shooting away from my target, you'll also see that the talent bar does drastically reduce. So therein lies both the pros and the cons. See, the one thing about this talent is that if you are fighting something that has a lot of health, perhaps you're fighting a level 32 enemy, perhaps it will take you quite a few shots, maybe even a couple of rounds to take down an enemy, then this is where the talent will see its uses. The problem with it in normal situations, however, is that if you use this in, say, missions or something where you can kill the enemies pretty quickly, then more often than not, you won't really see the benefits of this talent. Compare that to, say, something like Sentry's Cool, where you can simply stack a couple of headshots and you already have a global damage boost for your whole team. This is of course personal to you, but it's also only really useful against very strong enemies. Because one of the other things you'll notice is if you kill an enemy really quickly, then invariably, if you're not accounting for their health, you'll typically fire off a couple of shots once they've died, and those couple of shots firing into mid-air, firing at nothing, will also see your bar decrease, and that often deactivates the talent. So while it does have its uses, and while it is nice to see some pretty insane numbers, at the same time, it's probably not the best set out there. That being said, it is kind of fun to be able to stack these shots with a sidearm and then look at your stats and see that your sidearm does around 195k DPS. Either way, that aside, that was a quick look at the Striker armor set. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below and let me know what you think about the different sets and what sets you're running with. Thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.